One of the biggest cons and frustrating parts about living in Northern Virginia is once a year, I get a letter just like this in the mail, and it's my personal property tax bill, aka the car tax. And this year, by far, is the most I've ever had to pay, as my 2024 Virginia car tax bill came out to. In this week's video, I'll share with you everything that you need to know about the Virginia personal property tax, and then I'll share with you exactly how much I owe this year, and the number is absolutely shocking, so sit back, relax, because we're getting started right now. Boom! Hey everybody, it's David, your favorite realtor, and welcome back to another video. So when I was trying to figure out what video to do this week, I just happened to get this lovely letter in the mail from the county. And I knew exactly what this letter was, and when I opened it, my mind was absolutely blown. And I knew right then and there what this week's video is gonna be all about. So I've talked a lot about the personal property tax in so many videos over the years, but this would be my first full video dedicated to it. So we're gonna talk about the who, the what, the where, the when, and the why. So what is this tax all about? In Virginia, we have sales tax and real estate taxes, just like the rest of the country. But we also have another tax, which is the personal property tax. This is a tax levied on ownership of personal property, such as cars, motorcycles, boats, planes, trucks, campers, and trailers. Since most people don't have boats or planes, but everybody has a car, that's why most people here in Virginia call it the car tax. So 24 other states actually have the personal property tax, but Virginia has the highest car tax in the entire country. Here's a quick breakdown on how the car tax works. So local governments in Virginia, such as counties, independent cities, or incorporated towns, charge the personal property tax based on the assessed value of your car. So how do they determine the assessed value of your car? So per Virginia code, the assessed value must come from a recognized pricing guide. For example, Fairfax County uses the January edition of the J.D. Power Associates Valuation Used Car Guide. Now, the only saving grace is your tax bill should decline each year as your vehicle depreciates in value. But it's not guaranteed to go down every year. In fact, last year, a lot of residents in Fairfax County were furious about their 2023 tax bill. Since the pandemic caused a surge of pricing on used cars, some people's 2023 tax bill was actually higher than their 2022 tax bill for the exact same car that's 1 year older and has probably another 10,000 miles on it. I remember watching the news last year and they were interviewing a lady from Annandale, and her 2023 tax bill was $500 more than the previous year. Let's just say she was not happy at all, and I don't blame her. Now, this was only the case for some residents last year, but I looked it up. My 2023 tax bill was actually $200 less than the previous year. So the tax rate's not the same for all of Virginia, as either the county, city, or town sets its own rates. On average, the rates range anywhere from $3.50 per $100 of assessed value, all the way up to $5 per $100 of assessed value. But the county I personally live in, which is Loudoun County, the personal property tax rate comes out to $4.15 per $100 of assessed value. So where does the tax revenue actually go? So the tax revenue typically goes towards funding local services such as schools, public safety like police and fire departments, road maintenance, parks and recs, and county officials' Caribbean vacations. I'm just kidding on the last one. Now, nobody likes paying extra taxes, but at least in theory, the revenue is going towards something positive. So how much was my 2024 personal property tax bill? So my household has two cars, both of which are under my name. First, we have a 2021 Tesla Model 3. Then we have a 2024 BMW X5, with the Tesla being purchased and the BMW being leased. A very common question I get is, do you have to pay the personal property tax on leased vehicles? Well, the answer is yes. The only difference is the leaseholder pays it initially and you just pay them back. So I was gonna share my screen and log into Loudoun County's portal and show you how much we owe, but there's some private information on there. So instead I took a screenshot with that information blocked out. So my combined 2024 car tax bill for my Tesla and BMW comes out to $3,258.48. Over $3,200. That is a lot of money. Now this hurts big time. So the breakdown of this is $929 was my tax bill for my Tesla, which the county had an assessed value of $27,500. Then my tax bill for my BMW was $2,329. Now for some reason they didn't share what the assessed value of that car was, but when I did the math it came out to about $60,000. There's literally a million other things I'd rather spend $3,200 on. I could invest that money, I can go on vacation with my wife, I can put that money in my child's college fund. In fact, I'd rather use that money towards my income taxes. But anything else besides a tax on a car. So yes, the personal property tax, aka the car tax, is one of the biggest cons to living in Northern Virginia. But at least there's a lot of pros to living here that really outweigh this one con. And think of it this way, it's kind of the price of admission for the high quality of life that you can find here. And if you want to learn more about living right here in Northern Virginia, check out these videos right here. They're going to be great ways to continue your research. And I'll see you on the next video.